Now, every time we look at artificial intelligence or hashtag artificial intelligence on Twitter, we see robots walking and all that stuff. And so I thought, let me create a series where I will ask the audience or someone who's got a point of view on what is artificial intelligence to come and explain that to us, to give their point of view on what is artificial intelligence. So if you've got a point of view on what is artificial intelligence, I'm sure you do, then please direct message me on Twitter and I will bring you on here and we can have a conversation on what is artificial intelligence. Also, if you're watching this on Twitter, please press the follow button. If you're watching it on YouTube, then please press the subscribe button and smash the bell icon. If you're watching me on LinkedIn, then follow me on LinkedIn and on Cognitive Today on Facebook. Yeah. So very quickly, today our guest is Mario. Mario sent me a DM and said, I would like to share my point of view of what is artificial intelligence. So I got him online. Here we go, Mario. Let me bring him in. Hi, Mario.
Hi, Shirley. Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the Shirley Show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, Mario, take your time to introduce yourself very quickly.
So, my name is Mario Bojilov. I'm the CEO of MBS Group, and we are involved with digital technology training. Our motto is digital skills for the rest of us. So we focus on bringing digital skills to non-technical professionals from various parts, HR, legal, marketing, finance and accounting, and so on.
Good stuff. So, Mario, in your point of view, what is artificial intelligence?
Okay, very interesting question, Shirley. Okay, so let's think about what actually all of us perceive to some extent. So essentially, personally, I think that artificial intelligence is teaching the computers to think a little bit like humans. And the key word here is a little bit. So we can get AI to recognize pictures of cats and dogs quite well. Of course, it depends on the dog and the cat, and sometimes you can mistake a cat for a dog and the other way around. But generally speaking, AI gets it right. And the more pictures we show to an AI, the better it becomes. A little bit like humans. The more we learn, the more we see something, the better we become at it. When you start your career, you've got no idea what's going on in an organization. After 10 years, you are an expert, and some of us are ready to move into management. Some of us don't want to go there, but at least we are really proficient at our jobs. Same thing with AI. But what I would like to emphasize here is that AI can replace us, but only up to a point in a very narrow context.
Okay.
And I liken AI to Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang, or to Raymond. Now, Sheldon is a brilliant theoretical physicist, right? But you don't really want Sheldon to be your wingman on a date. The date is not going to go exactly the way you expect it to go. Same thing with Raymond. Really great in counting cards, for example, in the Vegas casino, but the social skills are lacking a little bit. AI is the same. Very good in one narrow area, but not overall. So AI is not Einstein, so to speak, a really well-rounded, brilliant mind. AI is nothing narrow. Really good at that, but that's about it.
Okay. So, any use case you want to share with about AI?
Yeah, we can see AI in a lot of places around us. When you think about it, Siri is an example of AI, or Alexa, or the Google Assistant. We can also see AI in self-driving cars. These cars are using AI in order to recognize when to change lanes, when to stop, when to keep driving. Think of it what happens in a car. Like when you have a black object across the road, that object can be a fallen tree, in which case the car needs to stop, or
Yep.
that object can be the shadow from the lamp post next to the road, in which case the car can drive over.
Yep.
So AI really quickly needs to work out, should it stop the car or should it drive over,
Yep.
and continue the journey. So this is what AI is about. These are just some of the use cases. I do run courses in AI, and one of my students actually said something really interesting last year in Malaysia. And she said, can we use AI? She was working for a very large construction company. And she said, every time when we start a new tender, we basically start from scratch. We pull up an empty Excel spreadsheet and start preparing the tender. Now, the company that I'm talking about is the type of company that builds buildings like Burj Khalifa in Dubai,
Yep.
or like the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur. So these are large projects. Preparing a tender takes close to 12 months and some more. How nice it would be to actually use AI to actually speed up the process. And it's possible to be done. One of the types of AI actually allows the so-called multiple regression to calculate the price or the value of something based on a number of variables. Think about it, how many variables or how many factors impact the cost of the next Burj Khalifa that will be built somewhere in the world. Many. We're talking here thousands. But if we develop the algorithm and the model, actually it's much easier to do that afterwards. Simply because we can just input the variables and the system will provide an answer.
Yep.
Probably a couple of weeks, the whole exercise can be completed as opposed to 12 months. And at the same time, it's very likely that the cost will be much closer to reality than what we've been done by a human team.
Good stuff. So that was a very good example and a very good use case. Thank you very much, Mario, for your time. I know it is around hitting 8 o'clock where you live,
Yes,
but
it is.
thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure, Shirley. Glad to be here. Looking forward to the next one.
Good stuff. Thank you very much.
Bye now.
So guys, that was Mario and his point of view on what is artificial intelligence. If you've got a point of view on what is artificial intelligence, then all you need to do is send me a direct message and I will bring you in here and let the world hear what is artificial intelligence. So if you're watching on Twitter, follow me and send me a direct message. I'll bring you here. If you're watching this on YouTube, press the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get alerted. On YouTube, there are lots of videos and there are lots of stuff at the moment available that you can use. I run few shows like Women in Data Science, like Artificial Intelligence Startup Series, which every fortnight we bring in new people to talk about their point of view on data science and artificial intelligence and how they're making a difference to the world. And that gets simulcasted on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So guys, if you're watching this and like this, please press the thumbs up and let the world also have a hear on what is artificial intelligence. So thank you very much.